Favorite teammate of all time.
Kenny, hands down.
Least favorite teammate of all time.
Aches, hands down. Guy cost me $50,000. AW champs.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the CouRage Nadeshot Show here, live from the 100 Thieves Cash App Comp. No, we're not in person because right now, COVID decided it's time to ramp on up here in winter. So we said, let's be safe and film from home. So we are. And this episode is extra special because I love whenever we get a new member of 100 Thieves, we stop the presses and say, let's bring them on the premier podcast in the entire world to discuss the breaking news that is their announcement. And that is no different today. Today, we have the newest member of 100 Thieves, Ian Enable Wyatt. Enable is a previous Halo Pro player, a previous Call of Duty Pro player, a previous silver level StarCraft 2 player. I've been a fan of his for over a decade. The man is talented and everything he does. He's one of the funniest people I know in my life. But now he is a content creator for 100 Thieves.
Curator.
Content curator for
What are you,
100
Jack?
Thieves.
Thank you.
With a U. And yeah, that's the last positive thing I'm going to say about him for the rest of this episode. What up, Ian?
Hey, thank you, Jack. Hey, I appreciate the gas. I've been waiting to be on the show, so I'm glad to be here. Except it's from my room, so it's kind of weird, but
Well, that's all right. Well, look, I actually think what Jack said is like super important, right? Because for anyone that hasn't followed 100 Thieves for a while, if you're still new, Enable was actually a Call of Duty professional player for 100 Thieves about 2 years ago on Black Ops 4. They won his 2 major championships. They were the runners-up at the World Championship. He's a part of the Oak Boys, which is a house where you have Mud Dog, JCap, Faceno, and Enable. And I've been hanging out with them for the last couple of years out here in LA. And what Jack said is really important to understand is even when Ian was competing in Black Ops 4, we had talked about, like, in the office, Ian needs to be a content creator because if we just put this man in front of a camera, it's going to be gold. He's like, if you ever watch a stream, one of the funniest guys I've met in my entire life, like Jack said. So we're super excited to have him on. I think this is just the beginning. We just signed him and taking a hiatus. I don't think you officially retired from Call of Duty, but who knows, man? That door is still always open in my mind.
yeah.
But I don't think people realize how difficult it is to go from being a Halo pro to a Call of Duty professional. And it's just unbelievable what you've been able to accomplish.
I mean, it's weird you say that too, just because when I first made the switch from Halo to COD, it was like such a big deal. And now looking back on it, I was barely a Halo professional compared to the length of my COD career as a professional. And it's like, it's crazy to think about, right? Because Jack, you obviously knew me back in Halo. Matt, I know you knew me as well. But I was only a professional Halo player for what, like 3 years? And then COD, it was from 2012, 2013, all the way up until 2020. So 7. Like,
That's actually insane. Wait, what was your first major win and on what game in Halo?
it was Halo Reach, MLG Dallas. It was the first Halo Reach event of the season, which, I mean, my memory's horrible. I couldn't even tell you what year that was. 2011, I think.
2011 had to be 2011, yeah.
So that was my first major win. And then I got one in 2012, couple like minor event wins. Cause you guys know, like after the first year of Reach, Halo kind of fell off.
Yep.
And so like MLG wasn't with it. MLG, I think, did like one Halo 4 event. And then I competed in like some mini ones, but that's when I really started trying to make the switch to professional Call of Duty.
Yeah, but for me, but you played Halo 3 a little bit and you were nice at it, right? Obviously.
Oh yeah, I mean, wow, I was top 10 in the game. I had Mike on my team. Okay.
Just referring to Flame Sword for anyone who doesn't know Mike, who was my roommate for some time at Optic. But yeah, I just don't think people put enough weight behind that, right? Because when they talk about some of the best professional players in the world in terms of console, you hear about Karma, you hear about Formal, who obviously made the switch as well. And I don't think people get really like how foreign a game mode like Search and Destroy or Blitz or Capture. I mean, you played Capture the Flag before, so you get that. But like the biggest struggle that professional players have from game to game, I think, is search and destroy. And I
Yeah.
wouldn't say it was like your best game mode, but
Oh, it was my worst by far. Come on.
you were so far behind the learning curve. I mean, players like myself and Scump and all these other vets, they have been playing it for 4 or 5 years before you even jumped on the game. So, I mean, when you started on Call of Duty, what was the moment where you're like, okay, they're not that great. I mean, I could keep up with the best.
Um, honestly, it probably wasn't until my second year competing when it was Advanced Warfare.
Mhm.
Because Ghost, it was an interesting transition period, right? Because I really had to kind of rewire my brain on how I thought a competitive FPS should be played from Halo to COD. Because while there's a lot of similarities, like they're two completely different games.
Oh yeah.
Um, and so Ghost was it was kind of a tough year, and I was actually thinking about just quitting. Like I switched to COD, and I was going to give it a year in Ghost. Took a year off college, and but it was hard. And then I finally kind of got into the swing of things in the beginning of Advanced Warfare. And I think because it made the switch from boots on the ground to the advanced movement, that's what kind of like lessened the disadvantage that I had, I think, compared to a lot of the other COD pros like you, Scump, um, Karma, like all of them. So I was like more on a level playing field. And
Yeah.
that helped a lot because obviously that was probably my best year realistically as a player, in terms of success and everything else that came with it.
Well, coming over from Halo Reach, I mean, it just seems like a natural transition over Advanced Warfare. I want to talk about more of your career because I think people need to understand that level of greatness that you actually achieved. I don't think you get enough credit. But
Talk
real
that
quick,
talk, baby.
real quick, we got to give a special shout out to one of our incredible sponsors that's been with us all year on the CouRage Nadeshot Show, as many other along with many other things. This show is brought to you by Cash App, and if you don't use Cash App, then fuck you.
You.
You probably know Cash App is the easiest way to spend money, send money to your friends and buy Bitcoin, but Cash App does way more than that. Cash App is actually the easiest way to try and grow your money in the market with their investing feature. Unlike any other investing tools that force you to buy entire shares of a stock, Cash App actually lets you own a piece of any stock with just $1. Cash App investing is free to use and free of fees. It's also simple to set up. So simply open up the Cash App, decide how much you want to invest in a single stock, and click purchase. That's easy. That's easy. Okay. I'm not going to give you guys any financial investment advice because I am not a licensed advisor, but you guys should go download Cash App and invest. I mean, you can own a single percent of a stock with just $1. It's pretty unbelievable. And to also celebrate the end of 2020, Cash App and 100 Thieves wanted to do something special for all of our listeners. So listen up, guys. This is a big deal. We will be giving away our exclusive 100 Thieves Cash App green jerseys to 10
Ooh.
lucky winners.
Ooh.
So all you have to do to enter is leave a comment on this YouTube video and let us know who your favorite guest has been in 2020. Also include your name, your Twitter handle, and jersey size in your comment. 10 winners will be chosen at random. So check out the 100 Thieves Twitter handle for more details.
Nate
That
shot.
was fantastic. Is that why you
Nate
saved me for
shot.
last? Best for
Hey, bro.
last 2020?
Yeah,
Or
bro.
is this not going until 2021? I don't know when it shows.
We
but-
had to deliver. We had to deliver.
We still
All right,
going, bro.
Ian. So look, man, I think too, for me, I think what's really interesting is the decision that you made finally to retire from Call of Duty, because obviously things changed with the games going from, or the actual league and the players that are competing went from 5v5 to 4v4. So I think it cut down on some roster opportunities for a lot of professional players and people that we've seen in the league for almost a decade aren't on starting rosters anymore. And selfishly, I was excited for that because I knew that there could be an opportunity for us to work together from a content perspective. I just think you're too good on camera, you're too personal, too funny to not at least give it a shot. So, what
Mhm.
was the thought process for you to finally make the decision after like 9 years, 8 years of professional video games to try to take content creation to another level and build another career elsewhere?
Yeah. I mean, I think the biggest thing for me, and this goes back to when we briefly talked about it when I was on 100 Thieves for Black Ops 4. You were like, bro, like just retire after the year and try this out.
Hmm.
And I've always had a bunch of people tell me that, like, I have potential to be, a really good content creator. But at the end of the day, competing is all I ever did up to this point, and I think I even told you, like, you guys know that. But so even though, you would gas me up, be like, "Bro, you would kill it." I always wanted to compete, but then, like, I felt like I didn't have time, right? I wanted to be passionate about it and really be dedicated, and I didn't wanna split my time and try and, like, focus on being a content creator while competing. So in Modern Warfare, when I got benched, it gave me time to open my eyes because I actually went like through a pretty rough patch mentally just because like I've never had a real job besides being a professional gamer, right? Never. And so when I was benched and I wasn't being able to play, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna focus on content creation and like learning it and because it's something I enjoy. And I think it opened my eyes that like this is the right time for me to start a new path because competing was beginning to get a little stale. It's I've been doing it for so long. I've seen everything that you could possibly see, and I felt like I was almost becoming stagnant as a person. So then having this opportunity, it was like it was too good. When Jackson hit me up and it was like, "Yo, like just reaching out, wanting to get your thoughts on what you're doing." I didn't want to go through another year like I did last year. Mentally and just like I didn't want to be one of those guys, who has like a really good career in a sport, but then he stays a little too long and people
Yeah.
like forget how good he actually was because they're like, dude, he was kind of, I don't know if I can curse, but like he's kind of ass now.
You
So,
can curse. We literally did our the
oh
intro
yeah,
of
you
our
said,
ad read.
oh
It's
yeah,
fuck
right.
you. So
But yeah, so I don't want to become that guy where people
yeah.
just think like I was absolutely horrible.
Mm.
So it was kind of like a perfect storm of things because this is something that I'm very passionate about. And I think I fell in love with it while I was benched and really just, kind of getting my feet wet.
Mm.
Yeah. Nah, that makes a ton of sense. I think it's actually really smart. And what I will say, and the same thing I told you on the phone, is you just got to give it time, right? Because when 2021 kicks off, like I respect for anyone that doesn't know, Ian has been uploading to his YouTube channel every single day. And it's a ton of a variety of content, right? You have Minecraft, Warzone, Rocket League, reacting to his career, tips and tricks for Call of Duty. And it's a lot of variety. And sometimes it could be tough, I think, for individual creators that really haven't built a baseline or like a foundation of an audience to try a bunch of different things. But I think over the next year, you're gonna test so many different things out, and I think you're having a lot of fun by the amount you're uploading right now, and the viewership will follow. And really, I think our motivation from a Hundred Thieves standpoint, and this is kind of like a preview into next year for all of our really hardcore fans. I want Ian to be in almost every single content house video that we do. Like I'm telling you, man, some people just got it, and they need to be in positions where they can succeed. And so when Ian doesn't need to worry about like what's the video idea, or I don't need video games to make this video. Like once we get him in the right position, I think you guys are gonna grow to like love this guy, and it's gonna be so good. So 2021, COVID's hopefully gonna be ramping down as these vaccines start to circulate, and we're going to be back from the holidays ready to grind, ready to get after another year. And you're going to see Ian so much on the 100 Thieves YouTube channel. I wish we could have made the announcement like a little bit bigger, but we announced so many different things in November and December. And Ian, to me, besides like the First Strike Championship, was like icing on the cake to close out 2020. So I'm stoked, and I genuinely can't wait, and I truly believe that, and I truly mean that.
Thank you. I mean, dude, that's the thing. Like, I'm excited, and I've always been a guy who like appreciates the journey more than the destination. I think that's the quote, right? Something like that. So, like, I'm pretty new still to obviously YouTube and everything, and that's why I'm trying to like find my footing, but just do content that I enjoy, and hopefully other people enjoy it as well. But I can't wait until we're eventually able to do shit in real life, like the 100T content videos, because that I think is going to be the most enjoyable for me because I love making content with other people. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So
Yeah.
be able to be in person with you guys, I think is just going to amp me up and like I don't know, I'm going to learn a lot because you guys obviously have the experience and just being able to have fun with it since we know each other. It's going to be a blast. I can't wait.
I think, you're doing all the right things in regards to how you're doing this announcement, right? You're here, you're uploading consistently on YouTube. Like I think the number one thing that people need to realize is you're not just going to start getting views on your YouTube videos without
Yeah.
figuring out what works, without trying it, right? I remember when I first went full time with Optic, like I had some series that had done well, but I was uploading Fortnite and not getting a ton of traction. But over time, I remember I made $60 off YouTube in the entire month of March of 2000 or February of 2018. And March is when I was announcing that I was going full time with YouTube and streaming. And that's when
Boy
I
was
hired
down
Swappa.
bad.
Oh, shit. And that's when I hired Swap and was like, bro, I can't really pay as much as I'd want to, but if we grow this together, we can. Now, obviously, it's gone nuts. So that's how you have to do it. You have to be consistent off the start. You know that there's a big week coming up with the Warzone changes, which I know I'm sure we'll talk about.
Yeah.
There's an Among Us map that's coming. You've got the content of the house and stuff like that. You're very much someone that can scheme up these ideas and say, yo, I'm about without even telling Matt or I, you could easily come up with something like, yeah, we're gonna go to the 100 Thieves house today. I'm gonna surprise Nate Shot with something. Boom, there's a video. Like
Oh,
you you
believe me, I
you
got
you got you have countless ideas and opportunities, and I know you have what it takes to do it. I think that you're someone that because of the grind you've had in your career, and this is the last we'll talk positively about you. I know I said that earlier, but
keep it coming,
I'm really
please.
getting sick of this. Yeah, we're blowing up the deputy Hadbad's ego even more right now. But when you think about the grind you've had in your career, it applies to content creation as well, where it's, hey,
Mhm.
things that weren't work. You weren't always a champion in your career. You had moments where you kind of had to throw darts at the dartboard with how you approach things, with how you had to
Exactly, yeah.
shift gears, adapt. That's all that content creation's about. So I know that you're going to focus and look at it from that perspective and figure out what does well, learn from the other top creators, and go from there. But I actually had a personal question that now that we talked about you, I want to hear from your perspective.
Okay.
Halo Infinite comes out. It's the greatest
I
Halo
was gonna
thing that
ask
could
that
have
too.
launched. Would you ever give competing a try in Halo Infinite?
Ooh.
If it's like,
I know your inner fanboy wants me to say yes, right? Like it
yeah, yeah,
has
yeah.
to.
I
I
mean,
think
that's
it
what I want.
I think it depends. I would like I don't know. You guys know Halo, like the past Halos haven't been great, right? Um
Actually
it
thought
would
Halo 5 was underrated.
you did?
I when I played Halo 5 when the game first released, I enjoyed the time that I spent playing it. I never played it again after that. I just think Halo's been around for so long and there wasn't an appeal to a younger audience, so new players didn't come in. But
Okay, yeah, that's
I
fair.
enjoyed the time I spent on it. And I know Shibby is like a hardcore, one of my best friends. You guys all know Shibby.
Yeah.
He loves Halo. He plays Halo 5 every night. He literally texts me once a month, like, get on Halo 5. I'm like, dude, who still plays that? Come on.
Wait, still to this day, he's
To
playing
this
Halo
day, bro, he
5 by
plays Halo
himself. There's
every
like
night.
7 people. I mean, okay, yeah, Halo 5 was solid. I mean, it was better than Halo 4 and whatever the H2 anniversary, right? Um, but for me to actually want to give competing a try in it, because I know if I did, I'd be the best, you
Mm,
know? Like Snakebite would be it'd be me, Royal 2, Snakebite, me, Royal 2, Snakebite, Frosty. Yeah, that'd probably be the 4.
yeah.
Um, but like it would not only have to be a really good game competitively, I would need to know that HES is doing all the right things and they're going in a good direction, you know, because I don't want to be a part and like dedicate my time to something that might burn out fairly quickly, you know. I'm definitely going to play it though. You know, I'll smack around a couple of Halo pros,
I
whether
think
I'm
I
competing or
think the
not.
best thing that could happen for you, Ian, is in my personal opinion, I still think the entire Halo Infinite situation is unbelievable because they announced the Xbox Series X. I still don't even know the name of the damn new gen console. They announced the new Xbox and they announced the Halo Infinite trailer. It's coming in holiday 2020, and all of a sudden they delay it, and we're not sure how long they're delaying it for. But it was like the it was like the quintessential title that was launching
Yeah,
with the console, and now we find out it's not coming out until holiday next year, 2021.
Yeah.
So it goes from, okay, this game's coming out in like 3 months to we don't know when this game's coming out, and sorry, we just delayed it another year. And in my mind, like my best guess is that they're adding battle royale. I'm sure they
they
thought about
have
it,
to
or
be.
maybe
They
even
have to be.
maybe it was a part of Halo Infinite, but they just weren't proud of the product yet, and there was a lot of things they needed to add. But I truly believe that the game probably was delayed for the sole reason of adding in the best possible battle royale experience. And I hope they nail it. The Halo universe is
They have to.
incredible. The optionality that they have for battle royale in Halo and the guns and how players interact with each other and the universe itself, it could be incredible. And if that were to happen, and it becomes as big as Warzone. I don't know if that's possible now, but if it did, like Ian, you would be the perfect individual to just take over that game and take over that scene.
If if they don't get this right, I think Halo is done for good,
Yeah, that's it.
or 343 is done for good. And this has now been what? This is going to be 6 years of development. It was supposed to be their launch title. There's no more waiting for the previous Halos on anything. You can play the old Halos on friggin' anything now on PC, whatever you want. It's all there, all in one thing. There's nothing else to keep it going.
Yeah. I
If
mean,
this game isn't near perfect.
the one thing though that is like it's tough to gauge is since they delayed it a whole nother year, like obviously every new game that comes out, right, needs to have a battle royale because that's like the new generation of players. Like that's the most popular what would it be? Type of
Game genre, yeah.
yeah. But like if it gets delayed an extra year, you think that they might have almost missed their mark? That's what I'm worried about. Like with
No,
battle royales, or you think it's still gonna be like the top dog?
No, it's we've seen it. We see it time and time again. There's a huge audience for battle royales in general. Yes, there are people that might be sick of them, but just like how some people don't like competitive shooters like CS or Valorant, and then they can go play other first person shooters that are
Oh yeah,
more
that's fair.
lenient, there's always an audience for it. The battle royale audience is insanely massive, and they are a very fickle audience. They will go to whatever's new and fresh and fun because all these games are free to play. So
Mm,
there's way less of a tie. You don't really know anyone. I don't know anyone that plays Dota 2 and League of Legends at a competitive on a competitive level, because guess what? You have to learn so much for a MOBA that you are way less willing to go and learn Dota 2 versus when Apex Legends comes out and there's all these Fortnite players a little bit tired of the game. Game's free to play. You know that all you need to do is survive outside the other players, and you have to learn 5 characters' abilities. It's really not that bad, or 10 characters' abilities. So for
that's
me, I don't
true.
think it's far off. I just think that the Halo BR needs to be unique enough where it's a lot of fun, but it can't be unique to like Hyperscape. Like Hyperscape was so far crazy and tough to understand and visualize and play because of how flashy it was, that it just never picked off the ground because it was too much of a curve. It was too it went
Yeah, I'm
too
gonna keep
far in
it a
one
buck.
direction.
I've
bro,
never
I
even
thought
heard of
Hyperscape.
Hyperscape.
Yeah, dude, that
Never
was a
even heard of it.
nightmare to me.
Yeah, I mean, and that's the thing, right? Is like they tried to adapt too much on
Yeah.
the battle royale genre, in my opinion. Whereas Halo has a lot that they can do right. I mean, I would personally love if Halo's BR was the most celebrated and best, like had the most celebrated and best ranked version of a BR too. I actually wouldn't mind that at all. Like, because Apex, I think Apex Legends has done it decently well with like Apex
Yeah.
Predator and stuff like that, which is where Snipe Down seen his success. But I'd love to see, what exactly a Halo BR would even look like, because I really don't know.
I
Well,
hope they
what
have to.
what real quick too, and sorry, and I know that
No, you're
I
good.
haven't let you speak here in a second, but I agree so wholeheartedly with what Jack just said, because there's two games in my mind that rise up to the top. Apex is one of them, with a ranked play in battle royale that people actually love,
Yep.
and you have a game like Rainbow Six Siege. These are two games that, in my mind, with the landscape of video games and what's popular today, if they did not have a competent ranked play system, I think those games would have been dead years ago. And I think it just goes to show with developers that are currently creating FPSs, third person shooters, really any game that they see fit that deserves or needs a ranked play. It just builds longevity and it builds a core fan base where people truly, truly love it. I mean, I wouldn't be playing Valorant right now if it was only unrated. There's no
Yeah.
way.
Yeah.
I'm half the first of all, unrated or Valorant is a ton of fun, but the other aspect of it to me is just there's something to work towards and something to build towards. And that's always just going to be the argument that everybody from a competitive standpoint, I think, agrees with. Rank play is a necessity. But yeah, I don't think Battle Royale is ever going to miss the mark in terms of timing. I think if Halo Infinite does it right, the game will be a blast. And it could revive Halo. But yeah, 343's got to deliver, because I truly believe that Halo right now is the most mismanaged franchise of all time.
Hands down. Dude,
It's
imagine
absolutely up there.
imagine if Halo Infinite had a BR and they somehow implemented the Halo 2 ranking system
Mm.
into it.
That's all they need to do.
It has the I mean, dude, I don't know.
Like
I
I think
mean,
about like a Halo, like what really interests me about Halo BR is that I feel like there's a way to yes make it be BR feeling, but because of the shield,
mhm.
how shields regenerate, and maybe that has to be tweaked a little bit. But like I imagine that there's moments where it can almost feel like 4v4 arena type fights, but in BR in a battle royale mode. You know,
Yeah.
like imagine they take the famous maps of the past and bring down the walls and the barriers, and like you're fighting in Sanctuary in the BR mode, and like
It'd be
you're like
unbelievable.
4 on
The
4, and then
nostalgia.
you like win the 4 on 4 fight, and then you know, you heal back up, you maybe reboot someone if you need to, or they get called back in or whatever. But yeah, shit would be awesome. Speaking, we spoke of Valorant for 1 second, but I actually want Matt to see this because I think this is fucking dope. Matt, I just linked it in the podcast general chat. But look what Valorant is releasing, dude. That they look fucking sick, bro. They are the first ever collectible Valorant statues,
Whoa.
and they made Phoenix, and I know that's Matt's like main, and I think that is so dope, dude.
Yeah, he's a one
Fire.
trick, right? Every time I watch his stream,
Yeah,
I
he's
am
the
a
only
one
guy.
trick. Well, it's crazy. Just imagine one day if they introduce team skins. Like, imagine Phoenix in like 100 Thieves get up.
Wait, they don't have that yet?
Not yet. I mean, the
But they
game's still
have the
so new. They got to create and roll out the universe
but
organically.
don't they have the gun skins though, right?
No, but the weapon
Oh,
skins in Valorant are the best in class ever in any video game that's ever existed.
Yeah, they
I'm,
do a phenomenal job.
wait, I do want
so
to touch on one thing. Hold on, Matt, before you go. Just backtrack in a second to the
Yeah.
YouTube. Jack, if we could somehow make my channel, this is my idea, like a pranking Nadeshot channel, that's all I do.
Yeah.
I think that is gold. I mean, Matt, you would hate it, you know, but that's just one
You're
of
on
my ideas.
Ian's 1 year into being a creator. He's got 118 different pranking videos.
That's it. 365 videos in a year, just all
Matt's
pranking
room is like
Nadeshot.
half burned down. There's shit all over
if you
his
did an
walls.
entire YouTube channel dedicated to pranking me and CouRage, I truly believe your channel would be on the moon. Like, I mean,
Right?
you just got to follow through, bro. You got to do it.
I
God
mean,
damn
I
it.
think I would get halfway through the year and you guys would like just stop all contact though. You would for sure hate me because they would have to keep getting better and better. And then it'd be like crashing Jack's Lamborghini.
Wait,
You know?
damn, I'm not even gonna laugh at that. Fuck that. What the fuck? I mean,
Okay, but keep
I
going.
heard you
Sorry,
wanted
I
to get your
keep going.
car. I heard you wanted to get your car wrapped and paid for by Nate
Wait.
Shot.
Listen, Matt,
Yeah.
just okay. You know what I'm rocking? Mercedes Benz C63 Sport
It's
AMG.
light. It's light.
You know, nothing crazy. Bro, imagine if you're walking, you know, you go get the mail outside 100T content, matte black, 100T geo print. I'll throw the 100T logo on the hood.
Mm.
Tell me that like tinted out. I
I
mean,
mean, it'd be gas, bro. You do it. But it can't be the 100T logo. It's got to be the 100 Thieves logo.
oh yeah, 100 Thieves. Okay, my bad. 100 Thieves, cut that.
I mean, it'd be
But
fire, bro. I mean, your Mercedes looks mean already, bro. I finally saw it for the first time in person when you pulled out to the compound when you were filming your announcement. It looked great. I mean, I've always loved that car because
it's
back when
the
I lived
coupe,
at
bro.
when I lived at the Optic House, I bought my first ever luxury car. It was a E92 M3 BMW, and then Big Timer essentially bought the comparison in class of the Mercedes, which was the C63.
Oh
So
yeah,
when
I
you
remember
bought
that.
that, bro, I was happy.
Listen, I'm down to do it. It's just gotta come out of your paycheck. You know what I'm saying?
Right. If you actually want to do it, you got to talk to Jason and John, but I'm sure we can figure it out.
Wait,
It would just
I would love to.
okay.
All right,
All right.
I think it'd be, you know,
and
like
it's a great video.
it's a great video. You never turn down free stuff,
And Ian, here's how you.
and
here's what
it
you-
will look dope.
Yeah, all you have to do, man, is that you just have to spit it. It's a great video for the 100 Thieves channel. That's all
I'm
you have
about
to
to
do.
hit.
That's why
I'm
they have
writing
to spend the
Jason's
money on.
DMs right after this video.
Bro,
It's a
you gotta
100
go.
Thieves YouTube channel video, but and
Yeah.
then you vlog the process.
Exactly. Exactly.
It's the
Let's
new-
go.
it's
I'm
the new
hyped.
team
Can't
car.
wait. Can't wait.
Lock
And
it
that's
in.
why joining the team is great, bro, because we actually value content. And when we want to do something cool, we have the budget to do it. A lot of other teams won't spend to do cool ideas. But
Yeah.
So as you went through this process, I actually think, especially with the time of the year, you know, a lot of people going through hard times, pandemic's been messing a lot of people up, which maybe contributed to some of your rough patch that you mentioned. Is there anything that you did that might help somebody at home that sort of helped you get out of that dark place? Because I've definitely gone through those those spouts as well. So I'm curious, like what helped you really build towards a happier lifestyle and just day to day?
I think there's two things that really got me out of it and kind of honestly opened my eyes because I've never done anything like them ever in my life, and I've been through obviously a lot of rough patches, a lot of ups and downs. But one was meditation, just learning how to meditate. There's obviously a ton of different forms that you can try, but doing that and like really just focusing on my body would calm me down in a lot of situations because I think it was more so like anxiety that was causing me to be in those ruts, like not knowing what's next. Because I hate being in those situations where you just don't know what
Feels
is in
like you're in
front of you.
limbo.
Exactly, exactly. But so that helped me a lot. The biggest thing though, I started I started talking to a therapist.
Mhm.
And when I was younger, there was always that uh, like stereotype, like you're weak if you do that, or it's like it's not talked about. But I did it, and I was just like having a normal conversation day to day. I still do, have like I talk like once a week now, but I was just talking to this guy every single day. I laid out to him like my whole life, my goals, my aspirations, my fears, with everything. When it competing because I still wanted to compete at a certain time, like starting a new path,
Mhm.
just my overall emotions. And I think having someone that I don't necessarily know was huge, right? Because like it's always different. It's almost like when Matt, if I come to you and I'm like, yo, is this video lit? You're gonna gas it up because we're boys. You know what I'm saying? Even if it's the absolute worst video ever. Like the therapist is gonna tell it to me straight because we have no sort of connection besides, on the business side of things. And I don't know, it just changed my outlook, honestly. And I realized that talking, not keeping things bottled up and getting it out there is like the key, at least for me personally, on to not being in those dark places. But if I do get into a rut, getting out of them fairly quickly.
Yeah, I can really appreciate that. I mean, I when my mom was sick when I was younger, I went through therapy, and I've always wanted to do it out here in LA, but I haven't taken the time to actually schedule an appointment. I have a ton of respect for you for sharing that publicly, because I think maybe years ago, even while growing up, especially with you growing up in Philly, me in
Mhm.
Chicago, I don't know, something about the East Coast and Midwest. There's always that negative connotation around like talking about your feelings or going through therapy, any of those things.
You got to be
But
the tough guy.
exactly, exactly. And I honestly, I didn't know that as your friend until I asked this question on the podcast. And it, to me, I just see like a noticeable difference, man. You're like, you're streaming, you're grinding, you're uploading videos, you're motivated. When I saw you at the compound and we were filming the announcement, you were in a fantastic mood. And obviously, COVID has affected a lot of the way we interact, especially us as close friends in the group that we have, and going out and having dinners and seeing each other often. So it's like tough to check in and check up and see how everybody's doing. But I just love the
Exactly.
place that you're in right now. And I respect the fact that you shared that. And I think it's a really mature and responsible decision to go through therapy. I think the toughest part is like making that first jump and saying like I need someone to talk to. And I
Oh, yeah.
completely agree.
I mean, that's
Exactly. Thank you.
I I know I talked a bit with Ian because I went through something like that too, and yeah, I was doing therapy once a week. Now I'm in a bit of a better spot, or definitely a better spot, once every 2 weeks, but it's been, absolutely great, and I think every person in the world should have to or should talk to a therapist. I think it makes everything in life
And
that much better.
I think that was like the biggest thing for me is because obviously like we have such a great close friend group, I feel like. And so I never didn't I never brought it up because like I was scared of like your guys' opinions or anything like that, but it was more so the type of person that I always am. Like I don't want to because I know we're all busy, so I don't always want to be that guy that's like reaching out. It's probably one of my flaws as a person because like it's my own anxiety with it. But so being able to go to like an outside source, even though I know you guys wouldn't care, you guys would support me and like even be there, and give me advice. Um, it helped a lot because for a long time I was so scared of it, and making it known because I didn't want people to look at me a certain way. And then I realized like this is my life. Like I'm the only one who cares how I feel on a day-to-day basis. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't care about anyone else's opinion on me, especially not Matt's. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah,
But,
yeah.
but so yeah, it helped me out a lot. And I mean, dude, my mood from a couple months ago is like a complete 180.
Same.
I love that. I love it, man.
I feel
All right.
that.
Well,
I have a
hey,
question, Matt.
hold on. I got a question. I want to quick fire real quick. All right. We're gonna quick fire through your Call of Duty career.
Okay.
You don't have a lot of time to answer these questions. I'm gonna give you like
We
10
talking
seconds for each.
10? Oh, okay. That's
All right.
medium fire.
Favorite teammate of all time.
Kenny, hands down.
Least favorite teammate of all time.
Aches, hands down. The guy cost me $50,000 AW champs.
That one comes up a lot. I'm still pissed that you guys smoked their shit. Caused me to
HBR,
retire.
baby. Thank you. You know I appreciate you for that one.
Okay. Best Call of Duty title.
Hot take, Advanced Warfare.
Worst Call of Duty title that you competed in.
Modern Warfare.
So
Well, did I
best Halo
compete in that one? I
title.
don't know if that counts. Wait, best Halo? Halo 2.
Best Halo teammate.
Flame Sword. He
Worst
sucked, but he
Halo
was a great
teammate.
guy. Flame Sword, because he sucked. But he was a great teammate and a great friend.
All right, worst Halo.
Halo 4.
Okay.
That was the easy one.
Best Oak Boy roommate.
Oh, God. Fluff.
nice save. Good save. Good save.
Worst Oak Boy roommate.
Cap, hands down.
Favorite 100 Thieves member. Staff member or content creator included.
Oh, John Robinson, baby.
Damn.
Come on. That was too easy.
Worst 100 Thieves member. Least favorite.
Least favorite member? Oh God, it's gotta be that guy Nadeshot. Yeah, that guy.
Yeah.
All
Good,
right.
Yeah.
good choice.
All right, Jack. Now you can ask your question.
I forgot mine.
Did you
No,
really?
Ian. We just had a big moment in 100 Thieves recently, just as you joined, and maybe it was your spirit that made this possible. But the last major championship 100 Thieves had, you were a part of, and in a team game, and now here, 100 Thieves Valorant wins First Strike, champions. It's a heroic and fantastic time. Did you get to watch any of the Valorant Championship?
I actually did. I did it.
Yeah?
I was kind of tight because it was before my announcement came out. I wanted to be like when they won, be like, let's go, like it's lit. But I didn't want to give it away
Yeah.
that I was joining 100T. But bro, it was crazy because I was actually at the compound when I recorded the announcement and they were there playing. I met all of the guys and what's his name? Edward.
Yeah.
I met him and like, dude, they were just so driven and locked in. Like I peeked in. I don't know. I think it was the week before. Obviously, they won,
Yeah.
but it was amazing to see how locked in they were, and it like almost made me miss competing because I was like, dude, these guys are like cold blooded. Like I was trying to joke with Hiko and them, and he was just like, oh yeah, like I crack a joke and he'd be like, oh yeah, okay, I gotta go. I'm like, oh, okay. Maybe that one didn't hit, but dude, it was awesome to see. I mean, I've said it from the get-go, Matt, when we won the first championship of Call of Duty, it was like amazing because completely unbiased opinion, like the way 100 Thieves does things is just different from any other org I've been in.
Oh yeah.
So, and I know how much you enjoy and like invest yourself into these games, Call of Duty, Valorant, Um, so to see them win that, not only for the team, but for you is like, dude, it's awesome.
Well, you can
give
tell
me
the guy
your-
what it takes, huh?
I
Wait.
would actually from the time that you spent on 100 Thieves, maybe like aside from winning championships, and for a lot of our hardcore fans, obviously still supporting Slasher and Kenny this year on LA Thieves. What was your favorite memory from that year with those players that you can remember that the viewers at home might not know about or may have never seen? Because obviously some things were documented, but it was like the funniest, best moment that you could share.
The funniest moment. Oh, Dude, it's so tough because honestly, that team was comedy 24/7. We had like the best mix of personalities. And this is probably going to be an interesting one, but it's like the funniest moment, not in a good way, because this is when in the beginning when we were really bad, and you were losing full, you're texting Eric like, yo, like you're gonna get fired, dude. Like we're barely like we're not looking good. And we were practicing at the Rebel Studios. I don't know if I can say that right.
That's fine.
Oh, okay.
All good.
But yeah, so we were practicing at the Rebel Studios, and like things weren't going too hot. This was definitely not recorded because there were a lot of bombs being dropped. But we were like going over film, and you guys know how Austin is. But for everyone watching, if you don't, he's an interesting teammate. He means well, but he always doesn't have the best execution. You have to have thick skin to be his teammate, understand that he's coming from a place to improve. And it started over some stupid about like rotating, and it went from like Austin and Kenny. They started, cursing at each other. Then I got into it. Everyone was screaming, and then Eric came in because he's losing full. He thinks he's about to get fired, like he's trying to worry about his own ass. And then he starts going at Austin, and Austin, like I thought Eric and Austin were about to fight. No, like no bullshit, fist fight.
It
Like,
got that close.
dude, you guys know how Eric is, right? He's super monotone, like no emotion. Dude, Eric looked like he was gonna kill Austin.
I've never seen that version of him. Was it scary?
Oh, dude. Well, so Chris was there as well, and like we're all looking at each other like, yo, is this like I'm looking for like the 100T video guys, like, yo, is this like content? Eric's messing with us. No one in the room but the players and Chris and Eric. And we're looking at each other. I'm like, yo, I'm not stepping in. Like Eric's 6'6, like he'll beat my ass if he has to. Um, so it was scary, but it was one of those things where since Eric's never like that, it was hilarious and it kind of like cut the tension.
Mm.
And then we were good. And then after that, honestly, we started frying. So
Maybe
I wish
that's
it was
what you guys
recorded.
needed. Yeah.
So it was, I mean,
Nobody
in the
had a
moment,
camera on. Not Mark wasn't sitting there like secretly filming. Damn, I would have
dude,
loved
wait,
to
no
see that.
lie, no lie. I think they left, or I think Eric was literally get the fuck out. Like,
Oh
dude,
my,
he
I
was
would let.
pissed.
Yeah, so for anybody that doesn't know, Mud Dog was our GM and still is to this day. Now coming back over from Optic, but he was a D1 lacrosse player. He is 6'6", nicest guy you ever meet. I've never seen
He's
Eric
a teddy
angry.
bear, dude. He's a teddy bear, a
He
troll
is.
teddy bear.
He
But
is.
dude, it was scary. And Austin wasn't backing down. That was the scary thing. I'm in my head. I'm like, Austin's about to get his ass beat. Like I'm about to be a new captain.
You gotta respect it a little bit, to be honest.
Dude, it was. Whew. I could see the steam coming out of Austin's ears.
You guys did pop off towards the end of that year. That was a lot of fun, man.
Have you seen the LA Thieves Call of Duty team scrim at all? Have you like watched over Cap's like shoulder as because we announced J Cap as the head coach?
Yeah.
Have you seen them compeing, playing
I
up
have,
against
yeah.
some of these teams? What are your thoughts, man? You think we got potential this year, or we're gonna be like mid tier?
No, I'm just kidding. No, they look honestly good. The game is new, and I know how you are, bro. Trust, because I went with you in Black Ops 4. The game is new, so obviously every team is learning. You know how it is, especially with Litico teams. They take a little bit longer, and they're also updating the game, but they look solid. I wouldn't say they look like the best team in the game right now, but overall, I'd say they look like they're a top 4 team, which is great because normally Austin's teams start out pretty slow. Um, I don't know. Me personally, like I'm not just gonna gas them up the whole time. I'm interested to see how their team dynamic does. I am. I think if they stay on track, if Cap keeps them in check, which he should, knowing Cap and from what I've witnessed, I think they'll be really good. I think the only downfall is attitudes and personality clashes.
Yeah,
That's it.
I don't
Like,
disagree
I mean,
with
do they
that.
have all the talent in the world? Like they're going to be nasty. The only thing that's going to stop them is themselves. And
Or
if
if
that
we make a
happens,
team.
yeah, or if we make team A, if that happens, look, I'll unretire right now, like Jordan. You know what I'm saying? You just call me up.
Bro, if me, you, CouRage, and Mud Dog went up against them 44, bro, I think we could take a map off them.
Oh, hands down, TJ's on the team. I'm the
Yeah,
dumbest
bro, he's-
boogeyman. Like we'd win the series.
Oh, that'd be great.
that was literally your gamer tag, wasn't it, for a bit? TJ
Oh,
Alley's Boogeyman.
All Black Ops 4.
That's
People
so
thought it was
toxic,
comedy.
bro. Oh, that's so good.
That's why I retired. Actually, I was going to make a video on that, even though you gave me an NDA. Matt was like,
Mm.
"Yo, we got TJ. Like, you can't be in the league. Like, you're like, we're
we
back in COD. Like, we got to have a good year." I was like, "Okay."
we poached you away so
Uh-huh.
that TJ couldn't fail.
But yeah,
Yo,
no,
imagine-
I'm excited, dude. I actually do think they're going to be really good.
Have you been keeping up with the 76ers this year?
Yes, I have been.
Ooh.
You
When
think
does
that
the
they
season start?
December like 22nd. Like
Yeah,
preseason games are
preseason
going
right
on
now.
right now. My boy LaMelo's about to go off. Actually, the
Oh
game's
God,
starting at any minute.
boy dropped
Preseason.
0 points, didn't he?
Yeah, 10
First
rebounds and some of the
did he?
best passes we've ever seen. I mean, LaMelo's going to be a star. The Pistons
Nah, I
cut
like Lamelo. I like
Jello
Lamelo a lot.
ball before he even played a minute. Didn't even get one shot off in a real game.
Mm.
Who do you think is going to win the finals this year? I'm
I
only putting
think
you on the spot because I don't get a lot of people on here that I know are NBA fans.
Okay, that's fair. No. I think it's gonna be Lakers again out of the West. And then honestly, look, no, this is unbiased. I think the Sixers might make a run this year, man. I do. Like,
Mhm.
look, okay. If you look at last year, right, we had no shooters in our starting lineup, no shooters on our damn team, right? Now we can finally space the floor. I think this might be Ben Simmons and Embiid's best year so far of their career. Like, Simmons needs to start shooting at least like middies or something. But when you have Simmons paired with Al Horford, Josh Richardson, and be like, bro, the defense is literally just going to be in the paint clogging it. But now that he's got Seth Curry, Danny Green, like, I think he's going to eat. I think he's going to eat. And I think he's going to prove a lot of people wrong this year, I hope.
Shout
And we're
out
going to
Daryl
win. We're going to
Morey.
beat the Wait, hold up. Let's speak about Daryl Morey. Him and Doc Rivers, I think, is the most important thing. Like the most important two pieces that we got this year. We might get James Harden.
That ain't happening. I doubt it'll happen.
Listen, I
mean-
love Ben Simmons, but if we can get James Harden, Simmons gotta go. Like,
Yeah,
come on. Simmons or Harden and Embiid.
Yeah, that would be a nasty lineup.
I got
I mean-
Sixers Lakers though. Sixers Lakers.
All right. It's fair. It's fair.
Lakers in 4.
And I'll be at one of those
I love
games
those
watching
tweets.
us get smoked if
I
there's
love those
no
tweets, bro. Like where people are injured and they're like, damn, LeBron out game 1. This, that. Lakers in 4.
Right.
Like after everything
And-
negative.
Embiid
In-
averaged 40, 15, 10 assists. Lakers won 4-0. Just
Yeah.
So now that you've been uploading a lot to YouTube, are there any YouTube channels that you watch consistently? Do you watch a lot of YouTube? Do you watch live streams? And if you do, who do you watch the most, you'd say?
Honestly, I watch a lot of YouTube, but not specific people. Like right now, I'm kind of in the phase where I'm just watching a whole bunch of videos. Like I watch Jack's videos a good amount. I hate gassing him. You don't ever really post anymore, but I do watch yours. But I try to get like a wide variety. So I'll go from like YouTube, Tim the Tapman. I look at like Dream in Minecraft just because I'm just
Mm.
trying to like learn ways that I can improve, not like copy and paste other people's style, but just see how they make their content. Because I'm super passionate and like I just want to learn as much as I can right now. So I bounce around, depending on the game. Like obviously Jack does a lot of Among Us. You do fuck all, like real life vlogs though. And then I watch different Warzone people. So I just try to get a little bit of everything, but
Wait,
not like
You
anyone specific.
You mentioned Dream. Did anybody see all this drama going down in the Minecraft community? People are accusing Dream of cheating in his speed runs.
No
Yeah,
way. Wait, I
I s-
didn't.
I
That's
know
why I
Dream's
watched him, though, 'cause
making
he
a
was
rebuttal.
insane.
I know he's making a rebuttal about it, but someone apparently spent 3 months with a dedicated team and released a 29 page investigative report on Dream's 16th place world record run. And
I don't
there's
even know how you
a lot
cheat
of
in that.
worry about bias and stuff. Yeah, like essentially like imagine these speedrunners, they do this stuff thousands and tens of thousands of times.
Yeah.
That I believe Dream is basically to say, yeah, you guys are getting mad about my 16th place speed run. It's called getting really fucking lucky. Meanwhile, like people are like, the chance of blaze rods dropping from this at a 0.222, which means Dream on this speed run was 38 times more likely, and all the shit.
Oh, so they pulled the receipts out and went
No,
in.
they went with like a full investigative thing, and you
So they're
know,
saying it was a 113 trillion chance that he would get the drop that he got. I actually don't
Oh,
know.
dude's
I
cheating
just
then. Come on. No way you're getting did he get lottery tickets? Like, you guys cheat. That sucks because I watched a lot of him for Minecraft. I might have to just stop that. Guy's a cheater.
well, hold on now. Hold
hold
on.
on, hold
I'm
on
kidding.
now,
I'm
hold on
kidding. I'm
now.
sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, I
I
think
should have
that.
read about it more before I brought it up, but you mentioned Dream and I saw it today.
Yeah, no, it's definitely recent. And I saw like the report. My ass, you ever see that meme that's like, he ain't even reading all that, or he ain't reading all that.
Yeah,
This
yeah,
guy,
yeah,
he's like, that was
yeah.
me as I was looking through. I'm like, bro, this shit. They got y equals mx plus b, this that. I was just like, no, thank you, bro. I
I mean,
can't keep up.
that's my slogan for Warzone cheaters. Guilty until proven innocent. Can't trust
Yeah.
no one out there. So I
Nope.
don't know.
So, all
Warzone.
right. Wait, we didn't talk about Warzone at all, bro. I think this could be our last topic, but in 2 days, finally we're getting the integration of Cold War weapons and cross progression into Warzone. I have no idea what the hell's about to happen. I wonder if there's going to be any issues or what the takeaways are going to be, how the meta is going to change. Are they going to make the Cold War guns better to encourage players to go play Cold War? I don't know what the hell's about to happen. I don't know.
I can tell you this. I'm gonna be disappointed because I don't believe there's really any update coming to Verdansk.
Well, what was the new map? I saw that
They're
on
just
Twitter.
they're adding Alcatraz from
Oh,
Blackout
okay, yeah.
in essentially.
That's whack.
And yeah, so it looks like Alcatraz is gonna be a new limited time map or something. There's gonna be the Cold War weapons, which is nice. But again, I played today and I got around 2 hours and 15 minutes in, and I was bored as fuck.
Dude, I'll
Hopefully,
tell
the
you
new
what.
weapons update it and make it fun. But for as
Well, you're a
long as there's,
Warzone hater because the skill-based matchmaking. You can't deny that. And
But
that's
I mean,
with
dude,
love, bro. That's with love. That's me with love.
I mean, of course, right? I'm playing the game today, and I'm like, you know what? Let me fuck around and use some that's not the kilo, and then every enemy I face is kilo MP5.
The AMAX.
I'm playing
the
today, bro.
AMAX.
You guys got to see this clip I'm uploading. I wish it was up right now so we could watch it together. In the end of the game, there's a way that you can currently duplicate juggernauts. So
Oh,
you
I
can
play
get a
up.
juggernaut and duplicate it to have a juggernaut for each of your teammates. So there was 4 juggernauts left, and so we had to dodge them. Then there was a guy that was glitched through the map, hiding in a garage, that was fighting off the juggernauts who couldn't be hit, but killed one of our teammates. And then the other team remaining had a hacker on it that had 30 kills.
Yeah,
Oh,
but,
so you
what
just
I'm
yeah,
saying
you
is
just
War
got
you
put through
know
the
juggernauts.
what you're
ringer.
getting yourself into when you hop on Warzone.
And that, yeah, but man, I want to listen. The doof is still the best shot. It's
Is
been
it really?
broken for
Yeah,
it's been
dude,
broken for 4.5
it's
months.
absurd.
The kilo's still the best gun. There hasn't been an update of value. I love the damn game. I want to enjoy the damn game. It's been 9 months now. We've had 2 meta weapons.
I
I'll
won't
tell you,
disagree
I'm
with you.
excited for it.
Help me out here.
I've actually been on the other side of that. I've been enjoying Warzone lately. And I don't know if it's because I took a break or because there's a bunch of Warzone tournaments coming up that I'm competing in. And so it's just like something to play for. But I've been having fun with it. Obviously, there's the issues. And I think they're definitely like it's going to be interesting to see when they add or they integrate Cold War with the guns because they have to make them better, right? So people play Cold War. Like, there's no way they don't. Like, imagine using the M16 or the the AUG in Warzone is probably going to be a cheat code.
Dude, it's going to be very strange. They announced 2 new guns are being added. Obviously, all the new guns that we're already seeing, raid for multiplayer, which will be fun, I think, for a lot of people. Either way, yeah. I mean, if you go
They
right now, they just announced the trailer. They just put
Right
out
now they did.
the season 1 deep dive came out a few hours ago, where it announced everything, and you just go to the comments, and every single person is don't buy the battle pass until they remove skill based matchmaking. Every single comment on the video. I'm not
You
even
think
kidding.
it's possible that they could remove it?
The issue is that it's
Or
just
would they?
the dials turned up too high. But I can talk in circles about this. It's
Oh,
completely
okay.
ruining the
Right.
experience.
Matt, you don't got no connects over there, bro? Like, just turn one notch, baby. Whoop.
Hey, bro, I don't care about nothing. They just need to pull up with reactive camos. If the reactive camos don't come, I'm going to be pissed. I'm just glad right now I have a lot of games that I enjoy playing because, Jack, look, I don't disagree with you when I say you're a hater because I stopped playing I stopped playing Warzone for a little bit just because I felt like I was getting so far behind. Like players that I was keeping up with and like kills every single day, I just wasn't playing enough in like the last few months. Yet you're right, the Kilo and the Doof R9 Dragon Breath meta got old, and I'm definitely gonna jump back on it once everything's reintroduced on the 16th. But I'm excited. I just have a game like Valorant that is just like you know what you're to expect once you get into the game. It's rank play unless you're match up against a Smurf, which happens less than you would think. You know what to expect. So I'm just glad I have variety. And it was cool that you hopped on Valorant today, Jack. I'd like to see you play more of that. Ian, you mentioned you were gonna start playing it as well.
I'm gonna
Bro,
download it.
It's a blast.
Wait, was Jack good or bad?
Jack's
What were your
nasty. Jack's a naturally talented gamer. Jack, in a lot of ways, bro, I'd say the games that we play, Jack is on average better than me at games.
Stop, man.
I'd have to
Well, it's
agree
gonna
with
get
that.
to your
No,
head for sure, but
I mean, hey, wait, I have known Jack for a while. You were good at Halo. You were good at Halo, StarCraft.
Thank
he's
you.
really good at Fortnite, Call of Duty. I mean, he's a
yeah.
good gamer, bro. He's good. He's good.
Bro, you might have had an opportunity to go pro in one of those games, Jack, if you really dedicate yourself. I just thought about that.
My thing has always been like, if you take the tiers of everyone, I always definitely am in a very above average type level. Like any game I'm competing in, outside of really League, I'm like pushing towards that top rank or making an effort for it.
You just can't get over the hump, huh?
But I just hit a wall where like unless I really dive in, then I'm like it's not worth my time. And I always say it's not worth my time.
That's fair. That's fair. I mean, I would say the same, but it just comes naturally. I'll probably be whatever. What's Valorant? Highest rank of Valorant?
Radiant.
Yeah, I'll probably hit that in like 3 weeks.
Bro, pull up, bro. It's a blast.
I'll download it. I'll download it tonight after I am done doing what I got to do.
I'll wait till you see these skins. All right, man. Hey, look, well, I got to make it to another meeting. Ian, I just want to say thank you for coming on. I'm excited. I think what we mentioned at the beginning, I think our audience has a ton of things to look forward to with Enable in 2021. I'm glad we got to do this episode. It's tough because we know Ian so well, like all the things that, man, I can't wait for you to see more of him.
I'm excited, bro. I'm excited.
We're going to put his information in the description below for anybody that hasn't checked him out or seen the announcement video. You guys definitely got to go watch. We appreciate you guys tuning in. We've got one more podcast after this to wrap up 2020. We're looking forward to that. And I'm not going to spoil the guest, but I think you guys are going to love it. I appreciate you guys watching. Make sure you guys drop a comment so you can win that Cash App giveaway and see if you get a brand new 100 Thieves Cash App jersey. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you have a fantastic day. And you too. We'll see you fudging later. Bye.
Fantastico.
Ian, I appreciate you guys. I got to bounce right away. I got to hop in the car.
Sir, later, Matt.
Hey, Ian, GG's, bro.
Love you, Jackie.
All right. Peace.
Later. Alex, I'm out of here. I got to go do the COVID testing. Was it good?